Hey guys, what's up? My name is Alexa and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm sorry for not posting videos, I think the past 2 weeks. I have some filmed, it's just my computer broke, unfortunately. So I went out and bought a new one because what happened was I had a desktop and it was from 2012. It was actually John's that he gave to me because he got a new computer, and the motherboard, the logic board, something like that, broke. And that is what runs the whole entire computer. So it wouldn't even turn on. But I got a new computer, so that's so exciting. Yes, my bank account took a hit, an unexpected hit, but we got a computer up and running, so we got that going for us. So while I was away, not too much crazy has happened in my life. My mom and brother just visited this past weekend, so that was really fun. I went to Omaha for my best friend's birthday and celebrated with her, and that was a lot of fun as well. I did receive a really nice gift from my friend Amara. She bought me and sent me this book called YouTube Secrets. It is by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. They, I guess, are YouTubers as well. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I have like skimmed through and looked over a couple of things. So super excited to like actually sit down and read it and go over everything. So that'll be a lot of fun. She did send like a cute little note with it too, but that is private between us. So thanks, girl, you're the best. Also, sorry if there's a lot of background noise. I currently have laundry going, my dishwasher going, and of course, Charlie and Lola decided to wake up from their naps and run around and play with each other. So that's just wonderful. I'll try and edit it out. We'll see what I can do. So for this video today, I'm gonna be doing something I have not done yet, which is a challenge. It is the Doing Your Makeup in Alphabetical Order challenge. And I'm gonna kind of put like some tips and tricks in there with it as well. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm kind of nervous. I actually had to write it all down of the actual order that I do it in and then put it in alphabetical order because I would have messed it up otherwise. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So the first thing that is in alphabetical order is B, because I don't do anything that starts with an A. So it's B, and that is blush. That's usually one of the very last things that I do, and I only have powder blushes. I already don't like this challenge, and I don't know why I'm doing it. So for blush today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweetheart Perfect Flush Blush. It is in color Candy Glow. It is this one right here. And on the inside, it's this one. I'm pretty sure I've used this one before on my channel, but it is my favorite blush and currently actually the only one that I have because I ran out of my other one, so. And then for my blush brush, I'm using the BH Cosmetics #1 brush. Used this one before too. I tested it out in a previous video. So this blush is super pigmented, so you always have to like tap it off. And I guess we're just gonna get right into it. Oh. Yeah, that did little to nothing because, you know, why would it? My first tip for this video is 1, do not take this video seriously because if this is your first time watching my channel, I do not do my makeup like this. I know what I'm doing. And 2, do not do your makeup in alphabetical order because it's not gonna turn out at all. I already know it. Second thing is bronzer. Okay, so for bronzer today, I'm gonna be using the Butter Bronzer, which is this one right here. You can get this at drugstores. I got mine from Target. It does have like a lot of fallout from mine. I don't know why. I tested it with one of my other friends and hers works perfectly fine, but mine just has a bunch of fallout. I don't know why, if I just got a bad one. So for bronzer today, to apply it, I am using the ID Bare Essentials brush. It is this one. I've had it forever. I don't even know if they still make these anymore. So, okay, here we go. And for bronzer, when you're applying it, start at the farthest back because you want it to be the darkest back, and then just kind of tap it forward and then just kind of follow that throughout your forehead and temple area. I'm applying more than I usually do, so hopefully it will come through when I put my foundation on, because that would be clutch. Thankfully, I have nothing going on today, so I don't have to go out looking like this. And then to blend out the bronzer slash contour I just did, I am using the BH Cosmetics No. 2 brush, this one right here, and just kind of blend it all out together. Okay, so I may have blended too much because now you can hardly tell that I have anything on except for random darker spots on my face. But next thing in alphabetical order is C, which is concealer. So at least I get to cover up the bags under my eyes. So for today, for concealer, I am using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. I have another one of these, but I don't want to open it and use it on this challenge, so I'm just gonna try and scrape up the rest that I can in here. Concealer, I just put right in the little area and under eye, kind of make the triangle. And I also put it on my chin, right here, and on my forehead. And then to blend everything out, I'm just gonna be using this beauty blender that's like kind of angled, and I'm using this end of it. So I just discovered it's pretty hard to blend concealer when you don't have foundation on. It kind of took me a minute to do that, like longer than it usually would, but I got my bags covered up and forehead's looking kind of smashed, as well as the chin. Other than that, still got the red everywhere of my natural skin tone, so that's just great. So for some reason in my head, I had it, even though I wrote it down right, I had it in my head that foundation would come next. But unfortunately, it's after I do my eyebrows and eyes, so that's great. So next is eyebrows. So for eyebrows today, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in color dark brown, which is just this right here. And it has the little spoolie on one end, and then on the other, it's like a twist up, and out pops the brow pencil. So, and then to top off the brows, I am using the Anastasia Brow Gel, which is this. It is their newest product, or one of their newest products, I should say. And I am using shade Medium Brown. I actually haven't used this yet, so we'll see what it does. Yeah, it kind of darkens them up. Like you can tell this one has it and this one does not, so I don't know how I feel about this. It may be a little too dark, actually. I am slightly regretting putting this on. Okay, Anastasia, for medium brown, this is pretty flippin' dark. So we're gonna try to fix this. We're gonna try to spoolie it out and see if that works. You know what, what's done is done. Hopefully it just looks darker because I am not wearing foundation yet, and hopefully when I put that on, these will not be so dark. We're just, you know, we're moving on. So then my next step is going to be eyeshadow. So I think for my eyeshadow look, I'm going to use the Too Faced Christmas collection that they had. One of my friends actually got this for me and I haven't used it yet. Sorry. So it came with like 3 little palettes, and it was like in like a little Christmas tree, like yay. So this one has highlights in it. This one is eyeshadows, and this one is also eyeshadows. This one has more of like neutral colors, and I think that they're all colors that they just came out for the holiday season. So I'm gonna give that a try, use some of these, and try to create something good going on here. So to start things off with, I'm going to do like the brow bones here, and for the color, I'm going to be using Winter Wonderland, which is this one right here, this kind of shimmery one. Okay, so then for the base kind of transition color, I'm gonna be using the Beaut of White, which is this top one right here. For the next color then, I'm going to be using the color Dream Come True, which is this kind of purpley ish one right down here. And for this one, I'm just gonna put it like on the outer corner and up into the crease. So the next shade that I'm going to be using is Pleasant Dreams, which is this dark purple one right here. And for the last shade from this palette, I'm going to be using Under the Mistletoe, which is this black one right here, which you'd think they call it something to do with coal, not mistletoe. But what do I know? Don't work in the beauty industry. And for this one, I'm just going to be putting it like in the outer corner and kind of blending it in to kind of give like the smoky eye effect. So those colors aren't as pigmented as one would hope for. I'm a little disappointed, but I mean, they are like really pretty shades. I just had to use a lot of product for all of them, but whatever. And then to top it off with the eyes, I just bought this at TJ Maxx out of all places. It is Stila, whatever, in shade Queen. It is like a glitter and glow. You can use it for highlight, but I am going to be using it for a top coat of eyeshadow. So it is liquid, that's why I saved it for last, and it is just like, this is the applicator for it, and I'm just gonna be putting it like on the inner corner into like where I didn't put any eyeshadow, and just into there, and just kind of like blend it out with a brush. And then I'm just gonna be using this flat brush here to kind of pat it out and dry a little bit. So this is the completed eye look without mascara, because I can't do mascara yet until I get to the M's. So next step then is eyeliner, which I'm gonna be using some liquid eyeliner today. So eyeliner that I'm gonna be using today is Too Faced Black Liquid Art Eyeliner, and it's just this little container, and it just has it right in here. So I'm gonna be doing like a wing with this today, and to save some time, I'm gonna do it off camera because it takes me a minute to get my eyeliner right. So I will be right back. All right, so I am back. Next thing that we are going to be doing is foundation. Thank God. And you know what? I messed up. I was supposed to do eyeliner before eyeshadow, but it's too late now. So we're just gonna move on with foundation. Praise the Lords and heavens above. So for foundation today, I am actually using the new E.L.F foundation that I said I was going to be reviewing a couple weeks ago and I never did. So this is kind of my like little mini review on it. So I bought the two colors, Natural and Alabaster. They are these two colors here. I just put them both on, mix them together because they didn't have like your perfect shade and my perfect match. So with these two, they really are my shade. So I just put it on my beauty blender. Just a little squirt, because with this, actually a little goes a very, very long way. You get a lot of product with it, so that's good. And then just blend it all out. So I actually really, really love this foundation. It's super like max coverage, like it covered up every blemish, every redness on my face. It even kind of covered up like the bronzer that I had put on, but whatever, that was kind of expected going into this challenge. And I mean, it's only $6 a bottle, so I spent $12 on foundation, which is great because usually foundation that I've usually been buying is like $48, $46, something like that, like almost 50 with taxes. So this is like really great, like everyday use makeup. It doesn't really like sweat off. It stays on pretty well throughout the whole day. I've usually been wearing this as like my everyday makeup now, like my go-to, like when I'm like going to work, running errands, stuff like that. And then I save like my nicer, more expensive stuff for special occasions. But yeah, if you are on a tight budget like myself, I would definitely recommend this makeup. It's by E.L.F. You can get it at Ulta, you can get it at Target, Walmart, any drugstore like that. I would definitely recommend it. The full name of it is the Flawless Finish Foundation by E.L.F. and it just looks like this, these little bottles. Yeah, and I mean for $6 for maximum coverage, I would definitely recommend this makeup. So E.L.F is really stepping their game up. It's great. I love it. So moving along with this challenge, the next step is going to be highlight. For highlight today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Glow Kit called Sugar. This is my favorite highlight palette that I have so far in my collection. And I think the color I'm going to be using is Gumdrop, which is this one right up here, the one that I've used the most out of this palette. And to apply it, I'm just going to be using my highlight fan. Alright, so highlight applied, moving right along to the next step, which is going to be lip liner. For lips today, I think I'm just going to go back in with the Kylie her Valentine's Day sets, which I reviewed earlier. I'm going to go in with the color You Are a Gem for lip liner, which is just this more pinky one here. Then obviously to match the lip liner, I'm going to be using her liquid lipstick in Wish You Were Here, which is this pinky color from her Valentine's Day set. Alright, so lips on. Moving right along, the next step is going to be mascara. Thank God, like it has been driving me nuts just having like eyeshadow and eyeliner on without mascara, like whoo! And then for mascara, I'm going to be using what I always use, which is Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Alright, so next step is primer. So for primer, I have the Too Faced Hangover primer, which is this bottle here. I just bought this and I kind of don't want to use it, but I'm going to because I'm dedicated. Just 2 little squirts. We're just gonna like lightly put this on because I don't know if it's gonna like take off any of this makeup I've spent like an hour working on. Just like lightly rub it in. Usually I'm like super aggressive putting primer on my face, but now I'm like being so careful. Really makes the face look nice and oily. It's a good thing we haven't done setting powder yet. Yep, lots of foundation on my hands. Wonderful. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it messed up my skin too much. All right, I'm gonna stop messing with it. Moving on, setting spray, because that makes sense. Okay, for setting spray today, actually, I am using the new Anastasia Dewy set. I have yet to use this yet. I just bought it this weekend. It says it is a dewy finish makeup setting spray. Doesn't really say anything else about it. It's not tested on animals though, so I like that. So if you haven't seen it yet, it is just like this bottle, very sparkly. The sparkles are not actually in the setting spray. It is just the design of the bottle. Spray her on. Oh, that smells so good. Holy crap. And then what I've been doing lately with setting spray is just kind of tapping it all into my skin because, you know, I really want this beautiful look to stay. So the very last step of this makeup routine is setting powder. So for setting powder, I'm going to be using the Lola Mercier, the translucent setting powder, which is just this packaging here. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute because I usually let this sit while I'm doing my eyeshadow, but that's already on. So then to wipe this off, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Bake and Blend brush, which is a 2-headed brush. This one is more for like highlight and stuff, I guess, and this one I use to more do blending and taking off my setting powder. All right, so there you have it with this challenge. It actually didn't turn out as bad as I was expecting it to. I definitely still would not recommend doing your makeup in this order because I can just like feel it on my face. Like everything is not like sitting properly. Like it just feels weird and dysfunctional. Yeah, but I mean, it didn't turn out like horrible. You can't see like any bronzer, so my face looks more round than it usually does because I kind of like to, you know, because I have like a round baby face and I like to just sculpt a little bit. I really do like the eyes actually, even though my eyeliner looks absolutely horrible. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but it definitely does not make sense to do primer and then setting spray and then setting powder at the end. Like, it defeats the whole purpose of all three of those products. So overall, would not recommend doing your makeup like this. However, this was actually a lot of fun, super fun challenge to do. I am going to start doing hopefully some more challenges that keep coming through trending on YouTube, because this is actually a lot of fun. So if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will be putting out new videos every Monday because now I have a working computer, so I can finally do that again. And don't forget, once I hit 100 subscribers, I get to do John's makeup. So let's keep subscribing because I really, really, really want to do his makeup. So, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and have a great rest of your week. And I will see you all next week. Bye.